Not a review, just some quick thoughts based on my initial impressions of this Kershaw Oso Sweet, which I got from KnifeCenter.com as a Knife Center VIP reward for the year. They just sent it out for free. That was very kind. I did spend quite a lot at their store to earn that status, though. This has plastic. They're supposedly glass-filled nylon or FRP scales, which kind of have that hard, dry, hollow sound. It's not a good sound, just to me personally. It has a sound of being cheap, but feels good though. The ergonomics on this are actually fantastic. It's, the whole handle is a little bit small for me, but that's just, it's not a huge knife. But I can rotate this all around and still get good grips because of how round it is in cross section. But it's not too round. It's not so round that it feels like it's going to roll on me. This is nicely covered up back here with just a little bit of texture. The whole thing has texture all over it, even though it is a very hard material for the scales. I can still get pretty good grip off it. The blade is 8CR13 MOV, which is decent stuff. The original retail price for this was $40, and most places you're going to find it $30 or less. I think Knife Center has it right now for $20. That's a 25 is about the expected kind of price for this. Spring assisted, liner lock. All the actions work well. We've got a little bit of movement in the blade here, a little bit. I can actually feel something shifting back and forth, but it's subtle. I'm not worried about it, but it's just not the greatest. It's not supposed to be that expensive of a thing, but I think that for the price that it goes for, the type of metal and the overall construction is pretty good. And this thing came sharp from the factory. I actually gave it just a super quick brief hone through a cheap tool, but it was already good to go. So that's always a nice thing. They carry enough to give you something that'll work. Kind of a small clip back here, but at least it has some width. It kind of curves off to the side, but the end bends up quite well, so that actually fits over different types of material at the top of pockets pretty well. And it has a reversible clip, so you can place it down here for tip up or tip down positions. I think I just did that wrong. Tip up or tip down positions for righties. No accommodation for the same for lefties over here, unfortunately. I think they could have included that in there, but no. Regardless, for a decently cheap knife, I feel like the quality is good. The ergonomic design is good. The blade is fine. The action feels secure. The spring is not too stiff. I could have gone for something a little bit more stiff, but honestly, this is not a bad feeling. It has kind of a small flipper on it. It feels good. I would definitely use it as an EDC thing that I'm not too worried about. And of course, the really bright color here means that if you drop it, you can find it easily. So not too bad.